protein bar?
I'm kind of nervous. I wonder what this school's going to be like.
Oh, it'll be great. I've read good things about them.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how we're going to get paid. I just worry about all the stress of being a new teacher, and I don't know.
Am I supposed to be saying something?
All right, thank both of you.
No.
You're just
Cut.
nervous in your first year.
Cut.
No, this is for real.
Okay.
This is real life.
This
This
is
is not
real.
a game.
No.
You're not a movie star anymore. You're a teacher.
All right.
We're gonna see what the school's like,
I
and I'm freaked
believe
out.
I lost my.
But you're not. I know you're not freaked out. You're optimistic.
Yeah, I'm really optimistic. I'm confident.
Really nervous.
Yeah, really good at teaching. I want to get paid.
Yeah, but I've been hearing things about teacher pay and how they're changing that. I'm a little nervous.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Okay, thank both of you very much. Thank you for waiting. So first, I wanted to let you know the results of your drug test came back. You're both good to go. And so... So
Thank goodness.
we would love to have you both on board. Your initial interviews went great, and the school needs 2 really good 8th grade math teachers. I think you guys will fit the bill perfectly. So today's just a sort of kind of, orientation. We're going to talk about, kind of general, what you'll be expected to do. I think you guys might be wondering a little bit about pay, and so we'll discuss that as well, all right? Okay, so first things first, you guys both have the same amount of education, so you're going to be starting off at base salary. This is a public school district, so you have the possibility for some lane changes. Now, what's probably more interesting for you guys is that you have the option to, actually not the option, but we participate in merit pay at this school. Do you guys understand what merit pay is?
I've heard about that a little bit.
Okay, so let me break it down. Part of the QComp, so all of the schools in Minnesota have the option, it's voluntary, to adopt policies that say we're going to work on making really good teachers. And through that, we should see, improved outcomes and better teaching overall. So what we do is we have merit pay based on standardized test scores. So for both of you, if we look at the NWEA test scores, and if your students are able to improve in terms of proficiency 1.5 years, that'll be $50 per head. Because we want you guys to have clear goals. We want to give you guys incentive, for doing well. That's important that kids show growth.
1.5 years growth in 1 year?
I think we have really high expectations for the kids at our school. And generally, especially new teachers, you come in with a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and I think that is totally attainable.
I like the challenge.
In addition, I think what we'll do is we'll look at all the kids that are not meeting the standards, and if you bump them from not meeting the standards or partially meeting the standards to meeting the standards, we'll give you another $2,000 bonus. So these are ways that we can sort of incentivize both of you. We think that good teaching should be rewarded, and you should be like any other professional. If you do well, you get paid more.
Yeah, but first year of teaching, that's a lot of added pressure.
You think?
Are other teachers really going to want to help me if their pay is relating to their scores? And
Well, sure. Well, the thing is, all of the teachers are participating in it, right? So it provides a structure for you to work within. And also, you're all in the same boat together, so you can bounce ideas off of each other. If anything, I think it would improve morale at this school.
But doesn't that put us in competition with each other? To have the best ideas so we get paid the most for our kids to...
Well, that's the notion of capitalism, right? If the teachers are working hard, if you're competing, if you're being resourceful, if you're coming up with new ideas, if we're promoting innovation, the students benefit.
I like it. Sets a clear goal for me. There's a number that I'm going to strive for. I can make a little extra money while doing something, I'm trying to do. That's one of my objectives.
Well, I don't really have any choice, so I guess I'll give it a try.
All right. Well, if you'll go with me into the HR room, we'll get the paperwork signed, and you'll be ready to go.
All right.
Sweet.
All right, so I'm planning my lessons right now, and I'm just trying to figure out, my kids really didn't get the I, and I just need a new teaching strategy, how to get my kids to really understand the I, iguana, they just didn't really get the iguana. I wonder if there's some other teaching strategies that I could that I could come up with. I'm going to ask my colleague. I'm a little nervous because it kind of seems like we're in competition, but I think I'm going to ask another colleague. I mean, I hope someone's around.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right. You know, it's my first year. I'm really, really nervous. And this whole merit pay thing, my kids don't get the letter sound I. They don't know that in Spanish it's E. They keep thinking that it's I. And then for my 8th grade math class, that's a whole nother story. My 8th grade math class, you know, I really wanted to do this high quality, authentic learning activity. We were going to go out and compile data, but I just feel like, you know, the test doesn't have anything to do with authentic learning experience. It's just, you know, these numbers, and I have to just keep repeating fractions over and over. I mean,
fractions are on the test, right?
Right.
So if you teach them just fractions, they'll do better on the test. I'm having trouble understanding what the problem is.
But they don't get fractions either. You know, I have this bear. We cut it up in half, and they can't tell me the difference between a quarter of the bear and the half of the bear, that they're the same. I mean, I have, like, you know, the legs are 1/4 and then the arms are another quarter. They just don't get it. Is there, like, anything better you can think of to teach fractions than a stuffed bear?
Well, you know, we're all kind of doing this together, and my understanding is the rumors anyway are that, you know, there's only so much money we get. I think it's like $260 per student per head. So I think you just, you know, it's survival of the fittest, right? So you've got to do whatever you can because you've got to surpass some of these other teachers. I mean,
are you serious? All right, I don't have time for this. I gotta go home. I need some moral support. I feel like I'm falling apart. This is not fair. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, good day. I'm having a good day. I'm doing my prep now, and I feel like this is kind of like The Office. I am always having fun, and everybody else is so angry. There's a simple trick. It's just relate to the kids. You know, bring in good material and offer some protein bars every now and then.
Hey, how's it going? How's your first year here, huh?
Good, really good. I'm on target to have 4 kids at that 1.5 year advance mark.
Oh, that's awesome. Isn't it great that you have the opportunity to
yeah, absolutely.
to really make a difference? Sometimes we feel like we're victims of the system, but you could say, like, hey, I'm working hard, I'm getting paid more.
Absolutely. I like it. I feel like the system is going to improve the assessment and the way that we get assessed and the way our merit pay increases. We'll get better. I've heard things that Obama's doing and that he doesn't necessarily like what we're being allowed right now, but that he'll make modifications. And I feel really bad because other people are kind of peeved about this whole thing.
No. Oh my God! I don't understand and all the data.
Oh boy.
Well, I know from, you know, an administration point of view, merit pay is something not only that we can use to motivate, you know, some of them, we can compete for better teachers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's why we got people like you here, was
Yeah.
because we could say, you know, we offer a little extra, you have the opportunity to work a little more, and it gives us information about who's doing a good job and who isn't, right?
Right.
I mean, we could just go off of, tenure?
Right.
And say, like, oh, you've been here for 4 years, you should automatically get paid more. But this is a way we can say, look, you're teaching the kids more,
Right.
and so you should stick around a little longer, and we reward you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
you think this
I like
system's working out for you?
Absolutely. I don't want to become one of those lazy teachers,
No.
especially if I fall into tenure. I feel like there is the potential for that.
No, you don't want to be complacent. You don't want to
Not
be lazy.
not to say that everybody who's tenured, you know, that's tenured is
Sure.
lazy or complacent, but I mean, sometimes, yeah, absolutely. And I'm being held accountable, and I like it.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know if you need anything.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Wow, I gotta go.
All right. Here for another meeting.
Sorry, I'm late. Playing with the kids at recess.
All
In my
right.
time off.
So, as part of our QComp, we've been, doing teacher reviews and looking at your numbers, and just wanted to invite both of you here to get a little feedback on some ideas. How do you think it's going?
First of all, I don't even understand the data collection worksheets that you gave us at the beginning of the year. I mean, I'm just trying to get my classroom management in control, and I'm trying to figure out the standards, what my students need to know, and this extra, this added workload for me, keeping track of all their scores, turning to you to figure out how much I get paid. It's just one more thing, and none of my colleagues are willing to give me real ideas, real things that will help my students achieve. It's just, this competition is just getting too much for me, and I just want to be a good quality teacher.
So you're feeling a sense of actually competition between the teachers?
Yes. Every day, he's just like, I got high test scores, I got high test scores. And it really, it just evokes violence. I just want to kind of rip his head off right now.
I see. Well, a few of the teachers have been making note, the data collection and overseeing it. It does eat up a lot of time. And that's something that we're looking into.
And you're not going to be ripping my head off because that would be weird. But
instead of his actual teaching, he spends all this time meticulously filling in his grade reports. And then with all the extra time, he eats those, power bars and
protein
watching
bars.
Transformers.
They're delicious.
Just to have fun with the
They're
kids.
delicious. Thank you.
His learning, he just sticks to the book, sticks to the test, filling in little bubbles. And with the rest of the time, all he does is, they
it's simple.
blow bubbles.
It's simple.
So you think you've narrowed your
It's
focus
simple.
a little? The
3
curriculum?
steps. 3 steps. There's an elephant, there's a rider, and there's a path. It's very simple. Very simple. That's all I've got.
But on the path, there's no learning that's going on. The kids are filling in bubbles.
I show them the bright
memorizing.
spots, and they're following them. Good models.
They're like little bright dots that kids are following all the days.
I've got 8 kids now that are at advanced 1.5 years.
But they have no context to put that knowledge in their own lives. It doesn't apply to their actual life. It applies to the test, but that's not what my teacher training told me was good teaching. I just can't do this anymore.
No? You think that the school and
if there's
Merit
another
Pay is not
option,
for you?
no. I need security. I need a sense that my time is valued and that after a few years, you guys will recognize me as a professional and will pay me accordingly, but not because of just these, looking for these bright spots. I feel like you're not actually using that in the right context. Mr. Bright Spots switches on and off and on and off. I just don't think that's real. That's not real teaching.
Well, the money that I'm getting is very real, and it sounds like. Are you leaving? Is she quitting?
Well, you're the one who's not even in the picture.
Are you resigning?
Well, I don't know if that's what it comes down to. Is there another option for me or not?
No. Well, Minnesota is a right to
Not
work
even in the
state.
picture. Well, I guess I'm in the picture now.
I think it was a metaphor.
I get it. So who are we hiring in her place?
I don't know, but it's got to be someone who thinks teachers can be held accountable.
Wow.
It might be someone who's really not crazy about unions. Generally, unions aren't like in the merit pay. It's an iffy thing, right?
Right.
So, I don't know, you got any other teacher friends?
Nope, let's get out there. Well, you get out there.
I'll get out there.
Get someone good.
All right, I'm off.
All right. Cut.
John as the crazy,
I don't know what to say.
manic teacher.
I'm happy.
Andy
Get in
as
here.
our merit pay specialist
She's
principal. And me as the annoyed, nervous teacher that I play very well.
good. How'd we do, Max?
Thank you.